Hi everybody. Good morning. Um Quick announcement, like right off the bat. I feel like I should apologize for the fugue state that I succumbed to yesterday. I haven't felt despair like that since like 2 games ago, like hundreds of hours of gameplay ago. Very embarrassing. And it's weird too because it was very resigned. Like at least with Gundyr I got mad. At least there was rage in my heart. This was just like a wow, I suck. I'm bad. This is bad. This is a bad game. It was unsavory and I can't I'm embarrassed by it. One day I will be able to adequately modulate my frustration in games that elicit a response of frustration. But today is not. I don't even want to see its name in chat. Necrophysalis. I'm very. I'm not in a position of clarity and objectivity, and I can't appraise this boss without bringing in a subjective bias of it sucking like really fat nards. I did not enjoy that experience. And like, maybe I did it to myself because my build was not optimal, or I refused to use a lighter, quicker weapon, but I couldn't have done that without respecking. And if I had respected and we had not met with an immediate positive change in trajectory, the spiral would have been so much worse. I am very happy to have discovered a boss that is cool. I did go back. I rewatched the Pontiff fight actually, and the moveset is more distinct than I initially remembered. Maybe it's just maybe I see a slender figure with two swords and I go Pontiff. What the fuck kind of voice was that? Huh? I don't think I could recreate that sound if someone paid me money to do that. I don't think that same inflection is ever gonna come out of my mouth ever again. But obviously, I seriously overstepped my energy. 85. That was that it. I was like, it sounded really familiar, but I couldn't place like why. Yo, new Kingdom Hearts boss just dropped. Pontiff Salivon. Let's go. Let's go. 15% Scooby-Doo. That's it. Oh, that was it. No, you both are so right. It was Goofy and Scooby-Doo combined into like one heinous exclamation of dread and shock. But so it's interesting. And it's interesting too that we get this theme of duality with this particular boss as well, because one sword is fire and one sword is magic. Or at least the colors, right? It's like very clear. We got fire and then we got blue, and blue is usually magic. And with Pontiff, we have fire and then purple stuff, which is like I didn't reread any of his fucking lore. The Deep? Question mark? Unclear. But I think it's interesting that with both of these NPCs, we see duality expressed not only in the weapons that they command, but also in the magic that they wield. And it's interesting with Pontiff specifically because that duality is expressly duplicitous. Right? Like the entire figure. I fucking hate Pontiff. I despise him. I think he is just like a terrible term. Hi, Drazar. It's good to see you. How are you? Because that duality mirrors his nature. You know, the way that he feigned alliance to the Dark Moon and then welcomed Aldrich into the city, which I think is very interesting, juxtaposed against this boss. Did I write that? Rolana. Yeah, because we've got Carrion Knights here, but also in this castle we see the presence of forces allied with Mesmer, And then we've got twin moon night. So we've already got like two. Like we're seeing this momentum of duality kind of continue. And it's interesting because duality has been a theme throughout Elden Ring specifically, albeit usually like duality of the self, as opposed to like a dual nature more politically speaking. But I'm very interested in seeing where this goes. And I'm really glad we were able to find that yesterday because, oh my God, I was not having a good time. not in the slightest. Not even a little bit. Hi, Ilias. How's your Saturday shaping up? I put significantly less milk in my tea today, however, so it is drinkable straight away. And for those of you who play Final Fantasy XIV, I am no longer fucking stranded on Dynamis. After 12 hours, I was allowed to return to my home server. So I won't be leaving Fairy again until travel is not restricted anymore. But I'm good, Ilias. Thank you for asking. I slept pretty well. I went to bed super, super late, but slept very deeply. So I think that probably counted it out. Went for a quick walk. I am behind on a number of tasks. I started I started a medication this week that like really knocked me on my ass pretty hard Monday and Tuesday. So those are just like days I didn't get anything done, and I need to get my webcam's lagging. Girl, why you like this? It's fine. We'll just turn off the preview and that usually. You went to Ilias, why? Yeah, well, and Kate, with the way that comparing the depreciation of Rolana's HP bar with Dancing Alliance, I do feel like we were probably supposed to find her first. In the same way that we found Bale and hit him once and went, so you're gonna be saved for last, and then just like immediately fucked off. Why do you blame me for this? What did I do? What have I ever done? I'm blameless. Well, I'll do something right now for those of you who might want to make bad financial decisions with me. I found an artist that's selling a really, really nice Estinian body pillow. So I think it might be time for me to change out Leofodia in the background here. You could, Ilias, but why would you? Am I not the portrait of innocence? But since today, modded Beefy Tifa. Kate, can you share some screenshots of modded? I can't. Well, that's a Freudian slip if I ever had one. So that's fine. I hear Beefy Tifa and mommy immediately comes out of my mouth. It's whatever. It's whatever. Thank you. I'm definitely behind. I need to put several blurbs in several channels, reading and Showtime specifically, or reading and shows. I started Trigun Stampede and it is fucking incredible, and I have to talk to somebody about it. And I just finished Last Tale of the Flower Bride, which I think some people in the Discord who are more interested towards like gothic horror and romance may enjoy. I guessed the twist about 30% of the way through, but my book club partner did not. So I think I might have just like a broken clock is still right twice a day. I think I was blindfolded and threw a dart at the board and got a bullseye. And it's like, yeah, there's a 1 millionth chance of that happening, but it can happen. It's just not likely. Oh, poor Tanya. Yeah, I feel like that probably there's already an expected path. I have not looked because I want all of my experience in the DLC to be a surprise. But I figured that probably people had already figured out the path that you're supposed to take. I don't know. I really want to know because it's so interesting. We are seeing so many forces that we are familiar with from base game coalesce here in the Shadowlands. And it was my understanding that it was kind of hard to get here. So how did they show up? What are they doing? Because we have Mesmer's forces, which I think may be like just kind of like here by default. Not sure, not clear. And now we've encountered several of Godwin's Godwin's personal guard, I believe, albeit now corrupted into the same state of undeath as their liege lord. We've got Carrion Knights. Like, what's next? Like, who else are we gonna find here? So I'm curious to see if the game explains why they are here and how they were able to get here, because obviously for the Tarnished, our only gateway was through the cocoon. So unless everyone else is up here, like, holding his hand and coming on in, how did they get, and the Carrion forces especially, I feel like they have been here for longer. And also, it's like, how are you guys getting past Moog? So this can't be the only entrance into the Shadowland, because I can't imagine Moog would just be like, oh yeah, hey, yeah, there you go, it's in the back. No, I don't want to fight you. No, we're good. You're cool. It's fine. I'm waiting for another guy. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. No, go. It's cool. It's cool. And he just like stands there and just like is the worst bouncer in the world. I don't know. So I'm hoping that we get some answers to those questions. I anticipate that today will be a shorter stream. I think we'll probably take this boss down in like 90 minutes or less. This is a really cool boss. I'm really gonna like this fight. I may move to a faster weapon, or I think probably what I might want to try is light rolling, because some of those timings are really sensitive. Yeah, no, like how else are people getting here? And then it's like the horn scent, I think maybe like native to this land. I don't really even know what this land is. Is this meant to be, oh, I don't know. So maybe this is information that's been presented to me that I've already forgotten, or maybe it's information that has yet to be fully extrapolated upon. But I am interested. I want to know how people fucking got here. I want to know. Like, Leda showed up in front of the Moog place, so I have reason to believe that she probably got in the same way that we did. But, like, Ansbach and Moore were already in there. Tialier? There's absolutely no way. Like, there has this poor, sad, pathetic little wet cat of a man who I'm obsessed with. I want to break his dick in half. How did he, do you mean, there's no way he trekked all the way through the Mogun Dynasty Mausoleum. It's not possible. I don't believe it. So, but I have some things. Yeah, they woke up at the end of the line on the subway and they're like, whoa, what's this? I've nearly done that on trains. It's really disorienting. So they all seem pretty chill about it. They were all guided here expressly, but did we all get here the same way? And I don't believe that the Carrion forces that are present arrived here the way that we did. But it'll be interesting to see however the game chooses to tackle that. I reckon we should probably just get into it. I have a hard stop today of like 5. But would rather stop at like 3 or like maybe even 2:30, depending on how we're feeling. So here's the fascinating thing, Necrophisless. I watched a trailer, but I don't remember it. I love having ADHD, right? It's just like a permanent mental debuff to my long-term memory formation. The only thing I remember from the trailer is like old man voice. But I don't remember like what the voice was saying. Or like I just have like a grandpa sound in my head when I think about the trailer, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Musty, you think I would have remembered that, or maybe it looked so awful I blacked it out. Maybe that's just what happened there. I don't know. I did not enjoy that fight, but I am enjoying this one. This fight feels like it would be fun to no-hit. Now, I'm not going to take up the mantle of that challenge. I'm going to say that right now. But this boss feels like it would be fun to no-hit, because it feels like there is like a rhythm and a pattern And the timing is tight, but everything feels well telegraphed, and I like that in fights. It's a small enough model that I can actually fucking see everything on the screen. I'm not trapped in some like monster's grundle while they spit dust at me, but I don't see it and I'm locked on, so I just keep getting like buffeted around by a typhoon of just like feet and cloak. It's bad. So there was also a story, maybe that's like, I won't. But I can see how this boss has the potential, I think, to be fun to no-hit. Because it feels, the combos feel difficult to predict, but ultimately predictable. They feel a little bit more formulaic than just like, hi, I'm big, I'm gonna jump, oh, I'm gonna undulate. Do you like writhing? I'm gonna writhe at you. Oh, did you think I was jumping away? Ha ha. The lower half of my body slunk forward when I did that. You have to dodge 2 different ends of my wretched caterpillar anatomy. I hate it. I don't like it. I did not like it. We're going to get into the game. Yeah. Well, the energy's good and the tea is hot. We're going to get into the game. All right. Give me just a second to launch everything. We are not launching Final Fantasy. We are launching Elden Ring. I put fresh batteries in my controller the day before yesterday, so we should be all good there. Combobulate. No, discombobulate. Why did I so confidently just say combobulate? That's so embarrassing. I'm still waking up. I have not had any caffeine today, and I've had maybe 2 sips of the tea that I made. So we are a little bit behind on the awakening aspect of things. So Wretched Caterpillar Anatomy is my favorite indie band. Yeah, you've got to give me a chance to recombobulate myself. I feel like I was on the cusp of remembering a funny story just then, but didn't remember enough of it to actually tell it. So I just like was quiet, gazing thoughtfully into the distance for a little while. All right, I want to try this with light rolls. So, but I also want to be cute. So let's figure out what we need for that. What am I feeling? What am I feeling today for a light load? We've got our favorites that we've been wearing a lot of. I don't really want to do blood stuff. Oh, I do like the perfumer robe, however. Nothing with a cape. Yeah, I need to be able to see. I don't need my cape like blocking the view. I need to be able to see stuff while we are fighting this enemy. No, I'm not feeling Godskin. It's just like, I don't think Godskin's cute. We could go Moog and have our, not Moog, the brother, Morgoth. We can have our pussy out. This is still the funniest fucking boss outfit to me because he fights you like this. He's naked. He's totally naked under here. And it doesn't even cover anything. Doesn't cover any bits. Like, he's just there. He's just... now, I really actually like the War Surgeon gown. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a filthy Vare simp. Although I am a Vare simp. Both of those things can exist and be true and not wrong. Like, they can coexist together. I feel like we should do some variation of blue. Personally. I feel like that'd look really nice. Maybe. What about pants, though? I wish there were a way to make this like a little bit less hippie. I feel like a Pixar mom. Like, in an oversized tee. Thank you. Like, I feel like there should be, like, discombobulate feels like an antonym for combobulate. But I've never heard anyone use combobulate in a sentence. No. I don't want to do Blithe. Everything here is probably going to be too heavy. I love the way this armor looks. Fuck, it's gorgeous. This actually looks really good, but it's going to be so heavy. We would immediately need to put on Great Jar just to stand a chance of still being able to light roll. You know what? I think I might want Opaline, or Pearl Drake, rather, as well, for a little bit more magic resistance. Magic resistance by the utmost. Is there a Pearl Drake Talisman +3? Is this new? Did this come from the DLC? This may have come from the DLC. Maybe we want this here, actually. Because I think this would have the benefit of mitigating fire and magic. But I think when we hit what I'm calling phase 2, magic is more of the problem. Yeah, I'm at medium load with all of the stamina stuff equipped already, so kind of a bummer. So this is out. So we do need something light. What's a light outfit that I've not worn yet? Like a cute light outfit that I've not worn yet. Well, hear me out.